I don't know whether it was 43 or 40, it was definitely 40 something, so we need to kind of be back round the other side of the lake within the next sort of 45 minutes, which I think is doable. Definitely doable. So this is probably a bit of the park that they still manage, because they've obviously let the golf course go to long grass. Electrocution? Oh no. What, as they fly through pylons maybe? 4:55. Yeah, we'll go for somewhere around 1:45. So yeah, this is probably the children's park that has been probably not so much used the last couple of years. But I do remember when my kids were young, bringing them here, that this place does get absolutely jam-packed with like mums and dads and kids and I suppose brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews. No, Alexa can be alright. We have had issues with Alexa giving us... I think we were talking to Alexa, weren't we, Scott, about maybe train times or something? I think that was a really mythical sort of train times. I tell you what, maybe Alexa is really, really, really clever. So your sunset tonight, Scott, being that you're in Scotland, is 4:46. But check out, you must live a little bit further south, and your sunset's just a little bit later. Now that is a very, very, very good possibility that that could happen. That is a very good possibility. I think behind the fencing there used to be a bit of a cafe, but it looks like that either they've not rented it out again because they're going to be doing some work, or we skipped out a whole bit of the ponds there. Go back, have a look at it if you want. Oh, you asked for Worthing, did you? Okay. This is where the old train track was. Okay, see, I wasn't imagining it. This is the train track. I don't know what sort of gauge track this would be. If we had a just some Northerner or a KTO or Rob Powell or someone like that in chat, they would probably be able to tell us what sort of gauge a train would go on. But yeah, no, it's like probably a two-seater, so you wouldn't have got many people either side, and then like a little engine would have just went right round the lake, just right round the lake, just like that. Yeah, no, I've always lived in this area. I said at the beginning of the stream, we moved here when I was about 4.5. And I'm gonna be 47 this birthday. So, as I said earlier, my maths is pretty shit, if going on non-existent. Oh, look at all these ducks feeding. So I'm thinking I've probably lived here somewhere in the region of, I don't know, 42.5 years, maybe 41.5 years. Not really sure. And I was born very near to Crystal Palace, so yeah, no, welcome in from Crystal Palace. So yeah, people often ask me what football team I support, and I don't really support football at all because I can't think of anything worse to do on a Sunday. As a kid, than run around a freezing cold football pitch chasing after a ball. So I've never really liked football and never even followed it, to be honest. But yeah, no, if I had to pick a football team, I think Crystal Palace would be the one closest to where I was born. If I couldn't have Crystal Palace because I've lived in this area for 40 odd years, I suppose it'd be Brighton and Hove Albion. But then if I couldn't have that team either, I suppose it'd be Worthing Football Club. So, yeah, Crystal Palace, Brighton or Worthing Football Club, I suppose, are maybe